Hello everybody, welcome to Friday Night Chalking. Welcome to my replay. If you are seeing this later, I hope that everyone has had a really great week and you are about to have an even better weekend. Yes, I'm trying to find myself. Don't know where I am. I'm home. There we go. Okay, just getting myself set up. It's really hard being the director and the star of these videos because I don't have remotes and my phone's way over there. I can't reach my phone. Okay, hi Jane, Christina, and Kendra. Hi Stephanie. So I have this canvas and it's just a regular 12 by 12 canvas. I had my mom paint it for me a long time ago, I don't know, August or September. She painted a bunch of them for me and I just never used this one, and I love the colors, but I just never used it. So I pulled it out tonight because this canvas is, there's nothing back here. You want to kind of put something under it so that when I put this down and put chalk on it, it will have a give. I mean, it will kind of be solid. That's what I meant. Have to be solid. So, I'm using this really funny transfer. It says, OMG, my mother was right about everything. Isn't it cute? And then I'm gonna have to put it in my kids' room because they need to know that it's the truth. Mom knows everything, at least, in their eyes. Thank you, thank you. So I started doing this and I was like, oh, I don't know what colors to use, what will look good with this blue background. And I was playing, and I think that's why I haven't used it, because I don't know. And I'm taking a total risk because I'm going to try color on color, which I never do. You guys know. Hi, Julie. Hi, Sally. You guys know I am totally the monochromatic, tone on tone. Everything's matchy-matchy. I mean, look at my stuff. So you're going to, let's get started. Peel your transfer. Now this is one of our brand new transfers from the spring and summer collection, and we don't need to fuzz this because we're going onto canvas. So canvas is a porous surface, and it also, well, it's fabric-y, so we want our transfer to stick a lot to it. Because it's a little bumpy, and here we go. Just trying to center it as best I can with what I got. I need a DJ for my show because every time I say something, I hear music in my head and I want to sing it, and I know better than to do that. I'm going to write the word back on the back of my transfer. It helps me to know that the shiny side is what I'm going to be putting my clean transfer back onto so I can reuse it, and then I will not stick it to the side that says back. So that's a very important lesson for everybody to learn. Hi Melissa. Hi Joanne. Hi Jazz. Hi Lucy. Hi Terry. I feel like it's a little too high, and I went to, oh, I do have my, I just moved my table. I didn't think I had this over here, but I do. So I'm measuring up to the bottom of the letter. It's like 1.5 inches. And yeah, that's only 1 inch. So I need to move it down slightly. And that's after I already got it stuck so nicely. But I knew that if I didn't I would be bothered by it. So I'm strategically moving it down a little. And hopefully not too much. And before I push it down, I'm going to measure. Perfect. That doesn't usually happen the first time. All right, so now, I kind of told everybody at the beginning, I totally need a co-host. I have been asking, hi Melissa, I have been asking my husband to come help me. And he just like sits over there and will like crack jokes to me. Nobody else can hear him. Or maybe you can, but I just don't know. And then he's embarrassing. So I put towels, folded towels down to make just a supportive back for this. And I'm using just my finger. I was teaching a class last night, and I'll tell you what, a lot of people will take a squeegee and do this to like get all the bubbles out. When I do that, I can't feel, I really like to use my finger and make sure that I can feel that there are no bubbles. It's I don't know. It's as if I were a phlebotomist and I can feel the veins, but I'm not, and I can't. And the thought of doing that makes me crazy. So what I'm going to do is, I'm actually going to work from the bottom up. Why? Because the bottom words are so much thicker that it'll take a lot longer for them to dry on me. And if I take too long, you know, it could dry. And towards the top, they're skinnier letters. So I'm going to work the total opposite, and maybe I'll even turn it around. I'll turn my canvas around so you guys can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to start, I'm doing purples, and this one seems to be just the thickest ever. So I'm just going to stir it up a little bit more with some water. There's just water in there, nothing else. Vodka. Do you ever have that? One time I was at a bar. I wouldn't do it, but they had like alcohol in a squeezy bottle. I'm not really the alcohol type. Oh, I'm the wine type, but I'm not like the alcohol type. Okay, hi Michelle. Hi Christy. So we're gonna go ahead. I like to use my little stirrers, my little plastic stirrers, as the dipping of my stuff. And then, so I'm gonna do this little ombre effect, and I'm hoping to have good ombre luck. I'm hoping to have good ombre luck. I'm not going to put this out yet. I'm going to use my favorite angled squeegee. He is my favorite. And here I'm just grabbing some of my chalk that I put down, and I'm just spreading it onto the canvas, making sure that it's going through the screen and that I can see it went through. And it does. And I do see, so this is a distressed transfer. The letters are not perfect. They are definitely distressed. I don't know why. They just, you know, had a rough day. Boom, chick. Now I'm getting into the darker color. Okay, so here now I'm mixing, and I've got this darker color, and I'm going up, and I want to mix the very darkest up here. So I'm going to leave that. Now, this is not going back into my container. So I'm looking, I don't have my wipes. If my husband were watching, he should come help me. I'll grab a tissue, because that's about all I got right now. And I'm just going to wipe this, grab it as much as I can. Then we'll do the dark. And I'm going to blend that with my finger after the fact, after I add. This is our plum. Love this color a lot. And we'll be blending that as well. This is going to be so cute, I hope. I hope all the colors you can see. If not, I could try to, you know, I could try to redo it. I don't know if it would work. Let's get this. Okay, now what I'm going to do is dip my finger in the water and start blending. I might have got too much water here. I might have just ruined my whole thing. Because sometimes I do things without thinking. So when you're live, it's hard to think at the same time that you're working. And I know that may or may not make sense to you, but it is 100% the honest truth. I'm like blending things that aren't even there. I'm blending on the, okay, here we go. So I'm trying to blend these colors with my fingertip, and maybe I just need a little bit of that. Because I want it blendy. All right. It looks pretty blendy to me, but we'll see. Now we're going to peel it off. And I want to see how it looks. Hi, Tiffany. So when you start peeling, of course you're going to grab a corner because that's the easiest way. But ooh, I gotta fix something. So let's say no matter what, even though you tried, it's still dried out a little bit. You can dip that finger in some water and you can still, oh my goodness, it really dried out. It's dry down here. It's my fault because I'm so cold all the time. And like I said, this is distressed anyway, so maybe I'm feeling like it's just like super. Oh no, it just totally dried on me. Man, you learn something new every day. Here we go. Here's what we're gonna do. Make sure it's pushed down. A very light mist of water. Okay, and I am going to spread that out with my finger, not with my chalk. I'm spraying, not on here. Okay. I'm just hoping it'll go through. And then I'm pulling. Oh my gosh. I just want to tell you that it has been a long time since I have had something dry out so quickly. And that's the truth. I mean, man, last night we did awesome. We didn't have things dry out. Woohoo! Okay, now there's just a couple things that I need to fix because of my crazy watering, because that water does not stay put, you know what I'm saying? And I got a little crazy, but painted canvas is pretty forgiving if you can kind of get to it right away. Now this is acrylic paint. Oh, jeez, Louise. Stress Live on Facebook. No, to be honest, my paste is a very good consistency. It is truly because the heat is going, it's dry down here, and I also have a little heater under my, like by my feet. It's 'cause I'm a cold person. And then, ooh, here's a lot. So if I clean it up, and you know you can clean it up quite a bit. And like I said before, these letters down here are distressed anyway. That is what they look like. So it's not really, well, it's definitely not ruined. I can definitely fix it. I just need to be patient, go slow, you know, because this is pretty good, but you can tell that it's wet, and so I don't want to hold it, like I don't want anything to run down. And I do have these little sticks that do really well for in between the words. So like even if I just get this cleaned up, it probably will be pretty good. I have a few parts. It isn't perfect, and that's okay. Hi Laura. Hi Audra. Hi Diane. So about being perfect, I've been doing this for months and months and months, and I'm pretty good, and I can pretty much fix anything. But you saw how mine went downhill fast. And I could kind of tell, and I kind of had a premonition before I even started, which is why I started down here. Totally. So you guys, when you start to lift that transfer off, if you see that it's not coming up, stop. Put the transfer back down. The best thing to do is not always spray water on it, is to like wet your finger a little bit and start tapping it in and trying to get it re-wet a little bit, and to go through that screen, because when it dries it just attaches itself to the screen. But this isn't too bad, and I just keep finding little areas to fix, which you guys can do that too. Now, if we were doing this on wood or something else, I would just wash it off and do it over again. And you can do that. But this isn't wood, and I'm not sure if I could wash the whole thing off, you know, if it would all come off perfectly. However, it is painted with acrylic paint, and acrylic paint does make a nice base. So, you know, it's just a learning experience for you and for me. I still have some other pieces that I probably would fix over here. Canvas has the little bumps and holes, and so water will like move its way through. So wet paper towel, yes. If I really thought that I was going to have the problem, I would have had a wet paper towel ready. However, I was told, do not use Bounty, any quilted kind of paper towel, because you can see the quilting of the paper towel. So, what she was asking is, when you are using your transfer, and your transfer's on there, and you've done this much, you take a wet paper towel, wring it out, open it up, and set it there, and it holds the moisture in. Oh no, I totally gotcha. Hi, Jen. So that absolutely would 100% work. This is just, I really wasn't, I'm just telling you, I have not had a drying out problem in a very long time. So I truly didn't think I would, but then I jinxed myself by saying, I'm going to start with the bottom in case I get a dry patch. And I did. So my M's is a little jacked up. The about is a little jacked up. If I could wash it off, I might wash it off. I think the colors look really good. I definitely could try washing it off and just see. And the worst thing that could happen is that it changes the color of my background, which is fine. I can totally do something else. But I really, really like this transfer. OMG, my mother was right about everything, especially about drying out your chalk paste. She has premonitions, you know. So I think the colors actually look really good with this. So that's my project for tonight. And I taught you about drying out your, having your stuff dried out if that ever happens. And every once in a while, hi Brenda, every once in a while, I like to make sure you all see the real start to finish process. And so what we're going to do is, I reached over and grabbed my transfer, was sitting in the water, and I have to get my things. Hold on. This will only take 2 seconds. Talks amongst yourselves. Okay, I'm back. So I like to dry off a little bit of it first, and then you take your disinfectant wipe and you're going to wipe away the extra chalk. So right now I have sticky side down. Sticky side is down, and I'm wiping side to side. You can wipe front to back, side to side, but you don't want to go corner to corner, just like you don't want to pull corner to corner, because this is a textile. The screen and the vinyl, everything acts like a text. You don't want to wrinkle it up either. It acts like a textile, and it will stretch on the bias. So you don't want to do that. Now, I'm just going to do a swipe of that so it's not wet. Flipping it over. Now I have the sticky side up. Well, when you put the sticky side in water, it's not sticky anymore. So you give it a good wipe with your cloth, your disinfectant wipe, and once you've got that wiped, you are good to go. I'm going to take this and I'm going to set it onto a little drying rack. I use a cookie, like a cooling rack, but you can also use those really cool, I have one here. This is a dish drying mat. It's one of those like absorbent dish drying mats, so you could do that. Sticky side has to be up. If your sticky side is down, you'll ruin it. So sticky side has to be up, and that's that. When it's dry, when this is all dry, I'm going to take my back. Remember, I have the word back written on it, and I'm going to place it on top of my transfer, and then I'm going to put it back into my little bag, and that's how we save them. So doing what I just did is going to preserve the life of your transfer over and over and over. So very easy, very fun, what not to do and how you can fix things. So there you go, guys. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will chat with you later.